divided right now, but I think taking the time to build those personal relationships and understanding, as with any personal relationship, there's going to be ups and downs to it. And every time there's a down, you can't, hop off the train. You've got to hang with it. You have a responsibility as an elected official. But I will say, in response to what Rob said about the temperature going down, because the president's no longer, or former president now, has no longer been on Twitter, I would also say that we've got to be concerned about some of that too. I don't want Jack Dorsey or other folks in social media deciding who gets to speak in this country and who doesn't. And it bothers me that the Ayatollah has a Twitter page and Donald Trump doesn't. And so while I understand how it helped, and I understand how it helped, Rob, but let me tell you, the first time they turn around and they take someone off that you like and you agree with, there's going to be some real problems.
Maybe it's time for the pass and review now for the president. Those military bands, the pride of the military.
The pride of the military and those ceremonial troops, the old guard is what you were watching just now. For that pass and review, which commanders used to do all the time and still do, to see if their troops are ready. But I keep thinking about the picture of the Capitol. We have National Guard surrounding the Capitol, essentially protecting the president and those troops performing those ceremonial duties. This morning, President Trump, as he was departing, former President Trump, said the military is thrilled with what they've done. The military is as divided as this nation in many ways, but you've also never seen letters like national security leaders and former generals saying that they thought the former president was a national security threat. You also have the Bidens there, who I am sure are thinking of Beau at this moment. Biden family served. Beau Biden served in Iraq proudly. And Joe Biden has traveled the world. He visited troops all the time. It meant a great deal to him. And Dr. Jill Biden made it her mission to help military families, and particularly in the very darkest days of Iraq and Afghanistan, they were there for those military families, and Mrs. Obama too. They really took it upon themselves to try to help and try to be involved, and I'm sure that is something Joe Biden will do going forward. You always hear Joe Biden talk about the troops at the end of his speeches. God bless our troops, after saying God bless America. So this is a very meaningful thing to Joe Biden. Certainly, President Trump was accused of politicizing the military in many ways, and he did that, and that caused a lot of strain in the military, basically using them as props. He had all those generals working for him in the beginning, and then decided he was smarter than the generals. And of course, we all remember that Atlantic article that came out in September, quoting him as saying he was calling them suckers and losers. So I think you will see a very different posture with the military, with Joe Biden. And by the way, George, I'm sure right now that nuclear football is somewhere near President Biden. He has the codes, I'm sure at this point, because at noon, when he became President of the United States, he is Commander-in-Chief, and he has those military codes now, which are usually kept on one's self. He probably has them in a pocket or a breast pocket of his suit in case they're ever needed, and we hope they never are. I've actually been out to those missile silos. It is extremely sobering to see those facilities where there are nuclear missiles in the ground, but that is definitely the most profound moment for a president when they receive those codes.
And as he was giving that speech, all that power was conferred on him. Thank you, Martha. The motorcade is going to head now to Arlington Cemetery. Both the president and the vice president will lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, of course joined by former presidents Clinton, Obama, and Bush. I want to go to Matt Gutman, who's on New Jersey Avenue in